Ooh, what ho chaps, I am Magical Mike. You can follow me on the Twitter at YTMagicalMike for no good reason, because I have nothing good to say on there. And this time, we're going to have a bit of a chat about the Asura character creation. And excuse the gamma, for some reason on Beta Weekend 3... Nope, this was on the stress test. On the stress test, for some reason, they reset the gamma to the lowest possible settings. So yeah, you might not be able to see this too well. I might brighten it, we'll see. But for me, the Asura were the least interesting race to even look at. But after just messing with it for a short amount of time, I actually got really into this character creation. And I was genuinely surprised by the level of detail you can actually get on these things. By the way, this afro... if I see you with this afro in game, I'm not going to say anything about it, but I don't like the afro. All the cornrows, to be honest. Wooden Potatoes was running around with this. See, I'm shaking my head there. He was running around with this in the jumping puzzles, and every time I caught a glimpse of them I was just thinking to myself, what was he thinking? But yeah. I'm thinking the Asura don't actually have that many hair options, and here's me trying to change the colour of my hair when I'm bald, so check out my sense there. There are, however, quite a lot of facial options, and while I haven't messed with the female Asura very much at all, actually not at all, entirely, ever, I haven't looked at them at all. At least the male Asura have this. They have a lot of options here, and of course, the ear options are wide and pretty damn good, actually. I'm quite happy about the ear options because, as anyone knows about these, I was just watching my eyebrows go up and down there. That was pretty funny. I make this guy look kind of evil and angry, which is just my kind of style for an Asura. Lots of eye options too. As anyone knows about the Asura, the bigger the ears, the more attractive they are, so strangely enough I give this guy the longest, biggest ears I could possibly give him, whilst also giving him the ugliest evil face I could possibly get. I don't know, shrugging my shoulders here too. But I am quite happy with the customization. A lot of people have been complaining that certain bits and pieces aren't quite right for whatever reason. I don't know. Apparently the female options aren't varied enough to make people choose those options. But who knows? I don't, because I'm not going to be making a female. I've also been struggling quite a lot with what class I'm going to make my Asura in the end. I'm thinking it's a struggle between Mesmer and Engineer, but there we go. I struggled for a long time trying to get the name right as well. And unfortunately, for some reason my fraps didn't record the sound here, so I could voice act this, but I would embarrass myself. You know what? When it changes.
Of course, we've excelled. We exceed expectations on everything we do. With Golem and Gate and Arcane Crystal, we have asserted our supremacy on this land and make it our own.
Made it our own. This is why I shouldn't be a voice actor. Yeah, I'm not gonna continue with that. To me, that line there actually sounded very Charr-like. Obviously not golems and arcane crystals and stuff, but with iron and steel we'll drive back our enemies and that kind of stuff. I don't know. There's some similarities there. And I hadn't finished talking about what class I want my guy to be. I'm thinking I'm probably going to make him a Mesmer, because I really enjoyed playing the Mesmer for like the hour that I actually got to mess with it. But Engineer came a close second, and with the armours and things that I've been looking at, it can't be a heavy armour class profession. It has to be one of those two. And unfortunately, Mesmer, the light armour looks better. You see Zoja wearing the awesome light armour there. See, that's what I want to wear on my Mesmer at the end game, because I think that looks really cool. I don't know. But you're going to see a lot of engineers and elementalists running around. In fact, if you want to know generally what people are actually going to be doing, there's a good website called GW2 census .com. I'll put it in the description as well. so that I can link that, and it'll build loads of pie charts, and you can check what people are going to be making, and you know, you get a good general idea of what people are thinking about they're doing. Yeah, I found that interesting. There's a good... Actually, the Asura are kind of very balanced. They're really well balanced, apart from Rangers have a really tiny minority of the Rangers there. And for good measure, I've included this fight that you have to do in this tutorial. This, by the way, was the hardest fight in any of the tutorials that I've done, because you'll see, spoilers, it immediately downs me at one point, and I didn't really know how to react to it, because hell if I know what it's going to do. The Sylvari one, though, was entirely different to this, and I'll go into that in a different video. Here's me dodging to the left while it's firing in the direction that I'm dodging. Clearly, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. And I hope you've been enjoying the music as well. A bit of funk to keep things going, and there's me going down. I was going to mention the funk in the beginning, but I totally forgot. Oh, by the way, you can't die in the tutorials, which isn't that interesting, but I thought I'd mention it. There we go. Rally. Yeah, this golem just smashes things without even giving you any kind of warning. I think that's a little bit unforgiving, but, you know, it's only the tutorial, and there's no big repercussions, and at least it teaches you about the down state much more easily than the other tutorials do. So that's it. I pretty much covered everything I wanted to say. This video is going to end at some point, and I can't see my timeline. So, I've been Magical Mike. I hope you've enjoyed the funky stylings of whatever music I've decided to put in here. And I'm gonna kill this thing eventually. There we go. There we go, down it goes. I've got one more video from the beta weekend to put out, I think. And that's it. So I will see you guys next time. Toodaloo.